Hi, I'm Bob Schrupp, physical therapist.
And I'm Brad Heineck, physical therapist.
And together we are the most famous physical therapists on the internet.
Well, in our opinion, of course, Bob.
All right, we have a real cool do-it-yourself project here today, don't we, Brad?
You better believe it. If you want a real convenient hot or cold pack, and you do not want to spend much money and have a really nice one, we've got the answer right
You've
around
come to the right place.
Yeah. Order
right.
before midnight tonight.
Right. All right, so let's show them, Brad.
Yeah, really what you do is you get an old sock, and that's what I have, an old hunting sock here, and it's kind of wore out because you don't want it too thick. And I've got, it's a pretty big sock. This goes up to the knees, you know.
Sure.
And then you go to the store and you buy a bag of cheap white rice, or it can be any kind of rice. And I got a 3-pound bag.
Okay.
Okay, you cut that off, and I did find out, hold on to this, Bob.
Sure.
You should do this with 2 people, not there, here, put it down here. Because it really, I found out,
difficult to pour the rice
open that up, have one person open it up like a funnel, and then pour it in. If you do not want to have rice all over the floor. If you want to have rice on the floor and have a clean-up mess, well, then you can do it by yourself. But there you go.
And you take it, you put a rubber band on the end?
Right, and actually I'm going to tie a knot on this if I can, or if you got someone that can sew it up, that's the best way, I think.
Sure.
One way or another, and don't get a sock with a hole in it.
That obviously would not work.
It's killing me, Bob.
All right, so you can put this in the freezer,
right?
And it'll cool off nicely, and
put it in the freezer for a few hours overnight for sure. It's going to be, you know, whatever temperature the freezer at, you get it at. You can put it around your neck.
And the one thing you were saying, Brad, this thing really conforms really well.
Very nice.
A lot better than maybe an ice pack, or I mean, it just really goes around the contours of the body.
When I use this around my neck, and I go back into my recliner, it forms, and you can kind of work it a little bit, knead it, and there you go. It acts as a nice cushion so you can watch TV. I was watching Seinfeld the other night. Anyways, if you want a hot pack, put it in the microwave. 3 pounds of rice. I got a 1500-watt microwave, or is it 1000-watt? Whatever, 3 minutes. And it was nice and warm. Now that may vary depending on the weight of the rice and of course what the power.
The rice is going to start to cook?
You're talking what I'm talking about.
I know, but it's not going to start to cook. This is important to know.
No, it's not going to start to cook. If you get water in it, so keep it dry as you can.
Okay.
You cannot get moisture, you know. Perspiration could be a problem with this.
Sure.
Because if it's warm, you put it on and you're starting to warm up and perspire and you don't know it. Some people are like that. That could cause a problem. You might have some odor with it. But seriously, these are really nice. You can put it around any joint and they're just so nice and comfortable.
Can't even see that knee, Brad.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Put it around your shoulder.
Yeah, over the shoulder.
Yeah.
Yep.
You know what? I'm going to attest to this. We took a small sock and put some rice into it because my wife was having an earache. And it was one of the homemade cures they talk about, remedies.
Right.
And man, I'm serious, that was the only thing that worked that night. And it gave her relief and she was able to sleep. It worked fantastic.
Right.
Just put it right over the end.
Well,
get a little slight smell of rice. And I mean, it actually just worked out really well. So this is a great home remedy. Don't need to spend much, and you know, we're all about saving money, right, Brad?
You better believe it. And I'm excited about this because I've always used the other ones, and now I've got this. I'm going to keep it in my freezer, and I've heard patients talk about it, but this is the first time I actually really used it. My daughter used it, and we're kind of excited.
All right, cool.
40 and over. Just remember, if you're 40 and over.
You want to subscribe to us because we're going to give you more videos like this on how to stay healthy and fit and pain-free from a physical therapy standpoint. So we got the professional information.
And Bob, if you are not 40 and over, you're probably going to get so bored of watching us you won't want to watch us. But the people 40 and over, they like us.
That's right. All right, take care.
They really work good on the forehead. You ever put a ColdPack on your forehead?
You know, I actually haven't, but you should have said that.
I was going to, and then I got carried away.